Hey, it's Jonathan Matoshnik. I wanted to tell you a little bit about Service Autopilot, the architecture behind it, the way we do things, and exactly why we do it. So, the reason I want to do this is because our solution, our offering is a bit different than a lot of the other offerings that you're going to come across. And I want to explain why we've done what we've done. And we've made some very strategic decisions that really have a lot of thought behind them. So, first and foremost, when you evaluate software solutions, one of the very first decisions you're going to have to make is, do you want to buy a solution that's installed on your personal computer, or one that is installed elsewhere, essentially in what they now call the cloud? It runs out there in the internet world, and the terminology officially is the cloud, and you access it through the internet. So these are your two major decisions that you've got to make right at the very beginning, because right now there's a technology shift taking place, and the shift is from the old way, which is packaged software that gets updated once a year and shipped to you and you install it on your computer, or when there's a bug they send you a patch and you install it on your computer, to the new way, which is it runs on the internet and you access it from anywhere at any time. And so I'm not new to the industry in terms of technology. I'm not new to the technology industry. Likewise, my business partner, who's the CTO of this company, is far from new to the industry. He's been writing some of the most incredible systems that I've seen in a long time. He's developed some pretty major stuff, and he's at the forefront of technology. And together, we've made some decisions on where we believe the market is going and what we believe is important. So, at my personal company, and I've had a couple different service companies, involved in a couple service companies. We actually 4 years ago shifted those companies to run on technology platforms 100% on the internet. In those 4 years, I can never think of a time that we've ever had our systems down, where we've never been able to access them. We've been doing that for 4 years. That is the shift that's taking place. If you look at some of the biggest technology systems in the marketplace, if you look at some of the latest public companies that are building technology solutions and taking them to market, they were all built in what's called software as a service. They all run out there on the internet. Now that they're public doesn't matter. None of that's important. What I meant by that was that if you look at the guys that know what's going on and what's coming down and where technology is going, you don't see anybody building packaged software. You would be hard pressed, and I can't name a single major software company that is building software package or software that's packaged at this point. That is the old way of doing things. The reason it's the old way is because the new way, the software that runs over the internet, is so incredibly powerful, and I've experienced it firsthand. So at our companies, we have been running 100% on the internet for some time. Now, what does that mean? That means that when I want to log into access everything about my company, I can do it from anywhere. I can do it from my desktop PC, I can do it from my laptop, I can do it from my home, I can do it from anywhere I'm vacationing. I can do it from my truck if I wanted to. If I had a laptop and a Wi-Fi card in my truck, if I have a Wi-Fi card, then I can do it from Starbucks. Anywhere. I can literally get to and access my entire business from anywhere. What does that mean for our company? Not Service Autopilot, but for my service companies, it means that I can hire a number of individuals that work from their home. Some of the best people to hire, I think, are stay-at-home moms. They're phenomenal. They're fantastic. They're looking for a way to make some money. They're very professional. They're just awesome. They're awesome to have as part of your company. We've got some great people. They get to work from their homes. Impossible with packaged software. Or if you want to make it possible, it involves a lot of headaches and some IT people. So the really cool thing is that by having the system available anywhere at any time, we have ultimate flexibility over our company. And this is critical. This is very, very critical. Something else that's incredibly critical is that packaged software ultimately is updated infrequently, every 6 months, once a year. A lot of times, most companies don't upgrade packaged software, but every 3 years. So that means you buy it, it's stale for 3 years. That's not the way we do it at Service Autopilot. We are literally improving the software constantly. Our clients are giving us feedback. We're learning new best practices. We're getting new ideas. We're implementing immediately new functionality into the system that you may use or you may choose to ignore, but it's there for you, and it all happens behind the scenes. You never even see it. Nothing changes in your world. There's no such thing as needing an IT person to help you with anything. There's no update needing. There's no patch needed. If you were to find a bug in our software and you called us today and you said, hey, there's this little minor problem, I found this typo, or there's this little deal, tomorrow when you log back into your system, it would be fixed. Impossible with packaged software, with something that runs on the desktop. Packaged software, if you want to access it from anywhere, you need to go to my PC or log me in or something like that to get to it so that you can access it, or you need to set up a complicated VPN into your company. It's just not easy to use. It's not, in some cases, it's not even as fast. Believe it or not, our online solutions typically can run as fast as any piece of packaged software that runs on your desktop computer. There's so many reasons why those systems bog down and they run into problems. So these are just a few of the massive benefits of online solutions. So let me give you another one. So I have a long history of doing a lot of consulting. We have a long history of building technology systems to run big companies, to do major things. So going back many years, doing a lot of consulting, involved in some different companies, I have seen one company after another, and this isn't like here or there, this is with everybody. Companies don't back up their data. So they have their books, their accounting packages, they have their critical software solutions running on some piece of hardware, some computer that will fail. It will go out one day, and they don't back it up. Or they back up all that data every once in a while when they think about it. And then when they back it up on the same hard drive, or maybe they back it up to a CD and they throw that CD in the owner's office, but they rarely make a backup every day and take that backup off site. I have literally witnessed systems that are saving companies, and this sounds like an exaggeration, but in other industries, I've seen systems that are literally saving big companies $1 million a month, and those systems are not being backed up. Imagine if you were saving, and this won't be true unfortunately in your business, but imagine if you were saving $1 million a month and you weren't backing up your system, and your system went down for 3 days. How much money would you lose? A lot. Now imagine that you have your QuickBooks file running on your PC and your computer crashes and you did a backup 6 months ago. Are you going to data entry all that information back into QuickBooks? I've heard a statistic that something like 50% of companies fail that lose all their data, and they fell within 6 months. I don't know if that's quite accurate, and I don't even remember the source I got that from. But I get it. I can see how that can happen. If you are running along and one of your computer hard drives crashes and you lose all your scheduling information and you lose all your accounting information, how in the world are you going to figure all that stuff back out? Are you going to go pull out all those old route sheets and try to piecemeal back together